Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I've hauled in the last couple months. A couple from the end of June, all of July, and August. Plus August was my birthday month, and obviously people know that I love books, so I got gifted a ton of books. So this is a massive haul. I have all the books piled up here and I'm looking at them all like, oh my god. So let's get right into it. So I'm actually gonna hop around a little bit on when I got these books because some of them should be grouped together. So I'm gonna group books together even though they were bought or gifted to me at different times. So I got the rest of the Fall Away series by Penelope Douglas. I had Bully already in paperback, but I couldn't find some of these books physically. So I got the ebooks and then I just decided I was gonna get the UK edition of some of them, and I found one used on Mercari. But I got Until You, which is the first book, but from Jared's perspective. This is the UK paperback. I got Rival, which is technically the third book, but since Until You is the first book from Jared's point of view, it's 1.5, but this is the third book in the series. Then Falling Away, and then the bind up of the two novellas, A Flame and Next to Never. This is the one I found used on Mercari, and it's signed, even though it's not signed to me. It's signed to someone named Yvette, but it's signed. So I got those. And then I have most of the Devil's Night series here. I have Corrupt, which is in the original cover. When I ordered it, I got it on Amazon and it showed the picture of the new cover but sent me this one. But I don't know, I kind of like this one, but it does bother me a little bit that it doesn't match the whole series. So I got that one. Hideaway, which is book 2. And then I have Kill Switch, which is book 3. I haven't read this one yet, but I plan to pick it up this month. And then the little novella, that's 3.5, Conclave. This comes between books 3 and 4. And then I have yet to get Nightfall. I haven't gotten that one yet. But then I was also gifted Fire Night by a subscriber for my birthday from Chelsea. Her Instagram is 2.0 reads, but thank you so much, Chelsea, for gifting me this. All right, next up, I have a couple of Mariana Zapata books. I have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which is a chunker, and I loved this one. She is the queen of sports romance, slow burn romances. So I also picked up Culty, which is another sports romance. It's soccer instead of football, and this one's my favorite so far. But I really love Mariana Zapata's books, so I want to try to read all of them. But yeah, I got these two recently, within the last couple months. I got House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I found this at Target on clearance for some reason. There's nothing wrong with the book. There's no defects or anything. So I don't know why it was on clearance, but it was cheaper than the normal price, so I bought it. I got Survive the Night by Riley Sager. This was a book of the month add-on that I got. I actually don't even have my monthly pick for July. I didn't feel like reading it, so I unhauled it, but I was really excited to read this one, so I added this one on, Survive the Night. Then I got Written in the Stars and Hang the Moon by Alexandria Bellafleur. I read Written in the Stars and I was loving it so much that I immediately picked up Hang the Moon right after that, and I love this one even more. They're so good. I can't wait for the third book to come out, but I got these two. Then I picked up X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. As you can see, I'm starting my romance kick here where I just wanted to pick up nothing but romance. So most of these books, most of them are romances. But yeah, I picked this one up because Gabby from Gabby Reads recommended it, and it was so good. It's got that radio podcast element to it, which made it super, super interesting. So I picked this one up. Sorry if I'm flying through these. There's just so many to get through that I just want to make sure I get through all of them. And if you're really interested in the synopsis of it, I'm not good at giving those anyways, so you can just look those up if you really want to know what they're about. Plus, I've read most of these, so if you want to know my thoughts on them, you can watch my wrap-ups for the last couple of months because I've read most of these in the last couple months. Then I picked up It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is a Schitt's Creek inspired romance. The main character, Piper, is basically just like Alexis Rose in Schitt's Creek, so if you're a fan of that show, I would highly recommend this book. I've also heard it compared to The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I haven't read that one, but I've heard it compared by several people, so it must be similar. But this was like the perfect summer romance. Super cute. Then I picked up the entirety of the Bromance Book Club series. So the first one, the Romance Book Club. The second one, Undercover Bromance. The third one, Crazy Stupid Bromance. And then the fourth one, which came out this year, Isn't It Bromantic? All by Lyssa Kay Adams. Definitely a good, like, cutesy romance series to read. Also, based on Gabby's recommendation, I picked up What If You and Me by Ronnie Lauren. This is a little more emotional and has a little bit more of a darker twist to romance, but still definitely a cute romance. But don't go into it thinking it's going to be like super cutesy like It Happened One Summer or something, because it definitely has some dark themes. I feel like this one is not talked about by many people. Like, I've only seen Gabby read it, so if you haven't picked this up, maybe look into it. Then we've got some thrillers here because I went on a little bit of a thriller binge for a while there. So I picked up They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. This is the female version of Dexter, is how I'm going to go ahead and explain it, with like a dash of dark academia to it. I've just heard this book hyped up so much, so when I was like in the mood for thrillers, this is like the first one that I wanted to go to. And then I have my book of the month books for August because, like I said, I was on like a little bit of a thriller kick there. So this one, I don't know, it's kind of thrillery, but it's Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. This I picked up because Ashley from Ashley's Little Library read the first book by this author, Migrations, which I'll talk about later. And so she was super hyped for this one, and since we have similar reading tastes, I was like, all right, I don't know what any of these 5 are, so I'm just gonna pick the one Ashley's gonna get. And I'm really glad I did because I liked this. It's more of a mystery than it is a thriller, but I don't know, I kind of feel like you should go into this one knowing very little. So again, I'm not going to be giving a ton of synopses, I don't know. Oh god, shut up, Hannah. Anyways, this was my August pick. And then I added on The Hunting Wives by May Cobb because I was in that thriller mood, and I heard this compared to Big Little Lies because it's like suburban mom drama kind of thing, and I think it definitely delivered on that. It was a good comparison. So if you liked Big Little Lies, I think you should check out The Hunting Wives. And then I also added on The Maidens by Alex Michaelides because so many people were reading this in August, and I was like getting FOMO from not having it, so I wanted to pick it up. But yeah, I just saw so many people talking about it all at once, and I was getting like super hyped for it. So I picked that one as an add-on. And then luckily I found The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides at Goodwill, and this kind of like spurred the thriller binge that I wanted to do, because out of all of those I picked this one up first and I loved it, so I just like wanted to read more and more thrillers. But yeah, I was really happy to find this at Goodwill because it was only like $7 for the brand new hardcover. Like, it looks like it's never been read. Goodwill sometimes has some good finds. So then for a vlog I did where I read books that I'm specifically picking up because of Steph Borer, who is a book talker and booktuber, I bought a few books to read for that video because I was really hyped for them at the time. I'll link that video up in the cards up here. But first I picked up The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I actually had like a gift card from Christmas. I had like a couple dollars left on it, like $12 left on it from Half Price Books. And so I wanted, oh geez, my hair. And so I wanted to pick this one up, so I checked on there first, and they actually had a copy, which I was really excited to find, and then I got to use my Christmas gift card money from that, so I didn't even have to like use my own money to buy this, which was kind of neat. But yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts on this one, you should go watch that vlog. I read some more emotional books. This one's probably like the least emotional out of all of them, but if you're looking for like a cute summer romance, and then I also picked up Ugly Love for that video by Colleen Hoover. I had meant to read this one for quite a while, and hearing Steph talk about it just like hyped it up even more in my mind, so I wanted to pick that up. So, oh my god, my hair keeps getting caught in the book corners. But yeah, I picked this one up. So yeah, that one was another more emotional one, but I also have A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. My mom got me this for my birthday, and I picked it up specifically because of Steph. I had never heard of this book before, and then she kept talking about it, and this is a new favorite book for me. I'm just saying, this isn't a wrap up or anything, but I annotated it because it's written so beautifully. I think I see a lot of reviews saying that it's cheesy writing, but I thought it was beautiful writing. So, but yeah, I picked this one up for that video. And then I also bought Brightside by Kim Holden. In the video I read the ebook and listened to the audiobook, but I loved this one so much that I wanted the physical book so that when I reread it, I can annotate in it because I definitely want to. This one is so good. So yeah, I picked this one up as well. My mom also gifted me Misconduct by Penelope Douglas. I am trying to read through Penelope Douglas's backlist, as you can see, because I've read most of her standalones. I think this is the last standalone I need to read. And then I need to finish the Devil's Night series. And then I think I've read everything that she's published so far. And then I'm eagerly anticipating her newer releases that are coming out. I think she has a couple coming out this year yet. But yeah, this is the last standalone that I need to read. So my mom was kind enough to get this for me for my birthday. So Mom, if you're watching, thank you. And my mom also gifted me this edition of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It has illustrations by Marjolaine Baston. I don't know, it's in cursive, so I can't read it. Not that I can't read cursive, it's just like too swoopy for me to see. I could look in the inside. I don't know, but it's a really, really pretty edition, and it's got like floral artwork throughout it. But also the cool thing about this is it's like interactive as well. It has like things within the pages, like stuck in the pages. Like there's a letter to Elizabeth Bennet, Miss Elizabeth Bennet. And just like stuff like that, like there's like a whole thing about Jane Austen just like wedged into the pages. So I'm really excited to read this and like find all the goodies that are like strewn throughout this. I think I'll actually do like a full reading vlog of this one because I haven't read Pride and Prejudice yet, but I really, really love the movie, the 2005 one with Keira Knightley. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I think I'm gonna do a separate vlog of reading this and then watching the movie because I think that would be really fun. Running out of space here to put all these books. Then I bought One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston off of Depop. I have heard some really mixed things about this one, but Casey McQuiston wrote Red, White, and Royal Blue, which was one of my favorite romances of 2019 and like of all time. It's one of my favorites. And so this is a sapphic romance, but it has like some time travel elements in it. But I just have like avoided picking it up because I've seen so many mixed reviews, but I definitely do want to read it. I want to give it a chance. So when I saw it on Depop for pretty cheap, I bought it. Okay, now we're getting into some of my birthday gifts from my friends. So first up, I have a few books here that I was gifted to from Ashley, from Ashley's Little Library. So thank you so much, Ashley. So like I said before, Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey. Ashley gifted this to me because I added it to my wish list because of her. We have very similar reading tastes. Some things we don't, but like for the most part, pretty similar reading tastes. And since I read Once There Were Wolves, I was super interested to pick this one up, and she said this one's even better. So I cannot wait to read this one. I definitely want to pick this one up in September. And it's fairly short, so yeah, I'm excited to get to this one. She also gifted me Layla by Colleen Hoover because I read Verity earlier this year, and she was like, oh my gosh, can't wait till you read Layla because it's gonna be so good. She said that it's pretty wild, and I did read this one. Actually, I read it for the Thrill Till the Weekend readathon, which I have a vlog for, so I'll pop that up in the cards again, that Ashley co-hosted that one. And so she gifted me this, so I picked it up for that readathon. And then she also gifted me Infinite by Brian Freeman, which was the buddy read for that readathon. So I read it for that readathon. It'll be in that vlog. But this is like a, what's it called? The many worlds theory, where there's like multiple realities of other yous, like you, but choosing different things, making different decisions. So every time you make a decision, there's an alternate reality where you make the opposite decision. So I find that theory very fascinating. Kind of freaks me out a little bit, but she gifted me that. And so if you want to know my thoughts on that, you can watch that vlog. So thank you again, Ashley. Then Jan gifted me Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. She was super convinced that this was going to be the book that aligned our reading tastes. We have very different reading tastes, like almost exactly opposite reading tastes, because there's so many books that she loves and gives 5 stars to that like I don't like or I DNF, and then vice versa. I'll recommend her books and then she just like doesn't like them. Let's see. A Dowry of Blood we agreed on. We both gave 5 stars. Her favorite book, or one of her favorite books, is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I did like. I didn't love it as much as she did, but I did like that one. But honestly, I think that those might be the only books that we agree on. But she was convinced that this was gonna align our reading tastes, and it did not, unfortunately. I actually DNF'd this one, but I'm definitely still gonna hold on to this one because it was so kindly gifted to me, and I might pick it up and enjoy it like later in life. I don't know, but I just was not in the mood for it at the time. But anyways, thank you, Jan, for gifting me this. Then these next one are from Cami from Burrows and Books. She got me Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I wasn't a huge fan of Get a Life, Chloe Brown, but I heard that this one is like way better and like it's most people's favorite of the trilogy. And honestly, this one sounds better to me, like it sounds more interesting to me. So I really hope that I like this one. I'm really excited to get to it. And then she also got me The Complete Guide to Astrology by Louise Eddington. After reading Written in the Stars, I wanted to know more about astrology and like my own natal chart. And so I added this because I don't really know very much. And I just kind of need like a guide like this, just like a quick little guide. So I'm really excited to have this. So thank you so much, Cami, for gifting me these. The next book I got from Naomi, from Naomi's Library. By the way, I'll leave everyone's channels linked down below if you want to check them out. That would be really great because they're awesome. But the book Naomi got me was Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iameti. I am so excited to get to this one. I heard it's a mix of Get Out and Gossip Girl, which sounds amazing. So I'll definitely be picking this one up in September, but I'm so excited to read it. She said that it was one of her favorite books of the year so far, so I can't wait to get to this one. So thank you, Naomi, for gifting me this. And then Christina from Christina's Chapters got me Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. She said she saw Enemies to Lovers and just instantly was like, yep, that's what I need to get Hannah. So that's my brand, if you can't tell. So yeah, this is like a mafia romance. I haven't read a mafia romance before, but this one sounds incredible and I'm really excited to get to this one. So thank you so much, Christina. And then for my birthday, Brandon took me to Barnes & Noble and just said, get whatever you want as my birthday gift. So I have 5 books here that I picked out for that. The first one I picked out was The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. This aesthetic is just everything to me and I am so excited to read it. Also, it's so pretty. But yeah, the only thing I know about this one is that it's like about elemental witches, and that's all I know. That's all I needed to know, to be honest. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I also picked out On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I heard that this is really beautiful writing, and so I wanted to see what it was about. Unfortunately, this one just wasn't for me. I ended up DNFing it about halfway through. I just couldn't. But, you know, you can't win them all. I also picked up A House at the Bottom of a Lake by Josh Malerman, which is also in that vlog of the Thrill Till the Weekend readathon. So this is just like a little horror novella, which is really weird, but definitely interesting. I liked it. Then I also picked out You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. I heard that this one is another like really kind of weird book, but I don't know very much about it at all. So I kind of like going into books like that, like not knowing very much. But I've read 2 of Katrina Leno's other books, Summer of Salt, which I loved, and Horrid, which I really did enjoy. So I'm interested to see what this one's all about. And then after reading Ugly Love, I wanted to pick up more Colleen Hoover. So I picked up November 9 by Colleen Hoover, and I'm really excited to get to this one as well. I mean, I keep saying that with every book that I haven't read yet that I'm really excited to, but I'm really excited. But yeah, I wanted to pick up more Colleen Hoover, and this is the next one that I want to pick up. So thanks, Brandon, for all of these. Oh, buried at the bottom here, this is another one from my mom. She got me All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. So like I said, I want to read more Mariana Zapata, and this is the next one I want to pick up. So thanks, Mom. And then the subscriber that gifted me Fire Night by Penelope Douglas also got me My Life in Shambles by Karina Halley. This is a rugby player fake dating romance, I believe. And I think they go to Ireland. Yes. And like fake date for his dying father, whose like only wish in life was to see his son in love or something like that. So it sounds stunning. So thank you again to Chelsea 2.0 Reads for gifting me this. And then last up, I have the 3 books I got in my Book of the Month box for September. So my pick for this month was The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. This is supposed to be like a Kylo Ren Rey retelling. And they're like, it's like a scientist and a professor, and it's like a grumpy sunshine, I think, and they're fake dating. So I think that's super cute. So of course I picked that one. Then I also picked 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. This is a COVID quarantine thriller where this like couple that started dating like a couple weeks ago, then the pandemic hit and it was quarantining and they decide to move in together, like despite not really knowing each other very well. And they don't want to tell anybody because they're like moving so fast, they don't want to be judged. And then all of a sudden it's like after quarantine and there's a dead body in their apartment and you try to like, you don't know who it is, who's dead, like, and what happened to lead to that. Originally I was like not interested in this at all, and then Ashley read it and she was like, it was really good. So I was like, all right, I'll pick it up, don't twist my arm. And then I also added on A Million Junes by Emily Henry. I've read a couple of her adult romances and really liked them, and this is a young adult magical realism book, and that just sounds really good to me right now, so I added it on. I think it'll be good. But yeah, those are all of the books that I have hauled in the last several months. I really need to do book hauls more often so that I'm not like having to go through so many books. Like, how many is this even? 52 books. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot. But also it was my birthday and I was gifted like so many books. But yeah, I should probably do them like monthly or like every like 20 books or so because I do haul books a lot. And that's not even including the books that I bought and then since got rid of. Anyways, I have no idea how I'm gonna take this thumbnail because there's no way I can hold all of these. Maybe I'll just have to back the camera up and like sit down by them. Yeah, 52 books hauled in the last couple months. Let me know down below if you've read any of these. Definitely check out those videos if you want to know more of my thoughts on these books, and check out my wrap-ups for the last few months because I've read most of these, and hopefully my September wrap-up will include most of the ones that I haven't read, so then you can hear my thoughts on them then. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, you can let me know by liking and subscribing down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!